Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Welcome to Johnny Woodard presents Broken Simulation. Starring Johnny Woodard and whoever's available outside of Home Depot.
Is you.
Yes. Thank you for picking me up, Johnny. It's always a pleasure. Very excited to be on this hot show that a bunch of people on YouTube listen to, but nobody else.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
It just seems like we hit a number and it just stops cold.
Oh, on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
and on Instagram.
What do you? Oh, you're having complaints about this.
I'm having a lot of complaints, Johnny.
Your Instagram was what?
I'm dropping fire. I mean, I looked at my Instagram today. I go, it is so funny. And guess what? I got nothing.
You see, she's innovating. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah,
but
he's making fun of hot special people.
Yeah. And like super overweight chicks. That
Now, how do you think the parents of that young lady who has Down syndrome and a fat ass, how do they feel about the sexualization of their special needs daughter? Does that make them feel happy that their daughter is being accepted at the age of her daughter is, that most people look at women in that kind of way? Like they take pictures of their fat asses and put them on Instagram?
if you don't know, what XG has done is he's posted videos of.
Can you find it?
Down syndrome? Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, that might be a Rockfin exclusive, but.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like any kind of, I mean, YouTube's so negative about
Me?
any kind of, yeah, well, you for one, but any kind of questionable, making fun of special needs. What's the etiquette, by the way, on if you have Down syndrome reproducing?
I think you're allowed to.
I know you're allowed to, but what's the etiquette? Like,
What do you mean the etiquette?
Like, are you like if you don't have Down syndrome, is it kosher to
Hook up with a
put
Down
a baby
syndrome
inside
person?
of a Down syndrome person?
That's a great Are you trying to say only Down syndrome people are allowed to hit Down syndrome people?
And especially have babies with them, yeah, like because there are mentally.
Is that like minors? Like only younger people are allowed to hook up with younger people? And you're saying is they have the same kind of social taboo?
It depends on, I think, the level of downy they are.
Like super down.
Like how downy.
Pinch it down, you can hit it.
Yeah. But yeah, pinch it down. All right. Let's see, XG.
Oh, right there,
Yeah,
right
see,
there. Now this chick is making the rounds because she's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
like
other.
Michelle Branch.
Yeah.
She's everywhere to me.
She really is. Fully
Are they gonna let us
toxic.
see this?
It's actually the worst name. That's the
It
best name.
really is.
It's like this fits fully toxic.
Yeah.
What he was doing before didn't.
Like toxic wasn't enough. It had to be fully, like 100% toxic.
So basically, the rule is if you're one of them, you're allowed to hit it, right? Like if you're a high school kid, you can hook up a high school kid.
She shows up at the end of the video. It's this Downs girl.
Yeah, and he
she's
smokes
dancing,
weed.
and he goes like, "Bro, I was thinking of hitting that, bro." And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. He does his Cheech and Chong impression.
Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah.
Hey, man, you got.
That's what he did that on
I'm
another
Santana,
video.
man. Yeah, you got a great tan, man. As a kid, I
funny.
laughed forever.
They're so funny. Dude.
It was the best line
Did you
ever.
have that vinyl that had the rolling papers in it? I had that one as a
No,
kid. They
no.
had an album, an LP, and it had like rolling papers in the LP. I thought that was
Just
so cool.
imagine, dude. There was a time weed was like having like blow on you,
That was
right?
naughty.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're going to jail forever. You're ruining your life,
You were in trouble if you had weed.
right? You're living dead. They called it dope. Like when elderly
Dope,
people
yeah.
talk dope,
Yeah.
they talk weed.
My grandpa, he used to call it dope all the time.
Are you doing that dope,
These guys out here smoking dope all the time.
dude? Today I got called guinea. No, what a
A
wop.
Yeah,
I got called wop the other
wop.
day. What do you wop? What do you wop?
See if I can get this other one to play. I don't know why it would, but he posted another one today of this overweight girl, but it looks like she's not overweight in the beginning. Like you just see her face.
Oh yeah, she got that
and then she
gorgeous.
backs
I
up
know
from the
chicks
camera,
like
and then
that.
She just like touches her.
They have the
belly
most
fat.
gorgeous face, and then their body's just wrecked.
Yeah, it's called a butter body.
A butter body?
Yeah, everything's.
Oh,
hot
I
butter
respect
body.
that.
Yeah. It's the opposite of a butter face. Yeah, and then he does the thing again. He goes, bro, I was ready to risk it all, man. And just like does a little puff. He's got.
What if he blows up off that?
I think he might. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what I was getting to. This is why you're not excelling on Instagram. You're not taking it to the next level.
I just gotta get. I'm doing some funny shit, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're not doing what XG's doing, which
is make fun of hot Down syndrome chicks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're missing your opportunity, man. You're kind of overshooting the mark. I think you're going for a little highbrow, and you got to bring it down a little bit. You're doing a little too intellectual.
Like, if you look at that Down syndrome chick, do you just convince her she's super Asian? Like beyond Asian?
Yeah, like what's that? What those like Chechens? You know? With
Yeah,
the big like puffed up faces.
Yeah, what are they?
Stuff,
Chechen, like Chinese Russians?
Yeah, that's a weird area, right? That sort of Far East
Yeah,
Russia.
and all they do is conquer each other and just bone.
They can all fight though.
They all can because there's nothing else to do.
My lady cuts my hair. She's Georgian, but she grew up like partly in Siberia.
Johnny, what do you think of my haircut?
Is it different?
What do you think of it?
I like it. It looks the same though.
I went to Supercuts.
Again?
Yeah.
What is that your place now? Is that your go-to?
Well, because I moved to the valley. I moved to the valley, and I can't find a regular barber, and all the ones around me are black barbers.
Oh, and they can't do white. Yeah.
Well, they can, but
no, they'll clip it the way.
And dude, I had this chick do it. The line was just like it looked like an EKG reading.
At a black barber?
No, she was at a white. They hired a black barber.
They do lines the best.
Not this chick.
She must be the one that they just throw at the white guys that come in. She's like, oh, yeah,
that's exactly what they did. And I have an old picture of it in my. I'll find my pictures, but the line is so bad. I use it. The line was so bad. I used it as a prop in comedy when I was doing stand up.
Really? What if that blew up so fucking big, dude? The hairline.
And I had to wear that all the time.
That had to be your haircut.
Welcome to the stage, crooked.
And then you just come up on the stage, and you're like, yeah. That's how dude, that happens to people, though. People get boxed in like that creatively by something.
Yeah.
And they're stuck with it forever.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're too good at a character, you can't get out of that character in acting.
You know, I mean, it happens. Like, even Cheech Marin is stuck being Cheech. Cheech and Chong.
No, I think Chong's more stuck.
Maybe.
Cheech is doing a lot of different acting.
Yeah, he was on that show with.
But it's very
Don
funny
Johnson,
because
right?
when he shows up, you're like, "Why is Cheech here?"
Yeah, no, see, that's it though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this drama! It's a murder, and then one of the detectives is Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
Did you like that
solving
show?
The murder.
Remember Nash Bridges? I like that show with Don Johnson. It was him and Don Johnson.
I can't believe you liked that.
I
it was
loved
there
that as a kid.
Why'd you like it?
Because I was a kid. I mean, I just thought they were.
That
cool.
was in that Walker Texas Ranger kind of
dude,
thing.
I loved Walker.
I love Walker Texas Ranger too.
Dude, those were my go-tos as a kid, dude. I watched Walker and Don Johnson.
Where can you find those shows right now?
Oh, I bet Walker's on like
no. I
Paramount
mean
or
like
something.
that type of show.
Oh,
like, would you say that is tongue in cheek?
I think Walker was very serious to Walker. Like
to Chuck Norris.
Yeah, he was very serious.
Yeah, but it's like it's almost it's not as bad as like a Jean-Claude Van Damme.
My grandparents loved that show. Like
or Steven Seagal. Like Steven Seagal was like it was like when you look back at it, it's so funny. But I remember when those movies came out, those are big deals. Like Steven Seagal was gonna whoop ass, and you couldn't wait to watch it.
Under Siege,
Under Siege. Is that when they go through the whole place and start shooting up people?
The city sounds about right.
No, the city. You remember, like a crime boss goes, "Stick with me for one day, and you'll make so much money."
Well, Under Siege is the one with like Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't it, dude.
That's like on a boat or something.
Yeah, it was on a boat. But you look back at those, you're like, did everyone take this serious culturally? And we're like, yeah, 100%.
Oh, dude, there's a whole run of 90s movies like that. Like, even though like Harrison Ford was a big action star in the 90s.
Yeah, but his stuff somewhat holds up still.
Dude, I mean, The Fugitive's fantastic.
I mean, none of it's cheesy now. The question is, will people look back on The Rock and be like, dude, that was some cheesy shit? Because it's culturally humongous. Yeah. And as we get older, as we all age, will it become funnier as it gets older?
I think the most likely candidate for that is those Fast and the Furious movies. Like, that'll be something in 20 years. People will be like, oh,
but they'll still be going.
Probably, yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
still be going.
Wheeling Vin Diesel's out there in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
you
at
know?
some point you're like, okay, whose grandpa is kicking ass in a tight shirt right now?
You know what? It'll be AI by then. Vin Diesel will just sign over his likeness, and then they can just put him in wherever they want. They can do.
So
flashbacks.
we'll all be like Kardashians, where like people won't have to work; they would just have to look. You just gotta get that one role,
That's right.
and then you're running.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's get into it. We have the writers strike. So hopefully it will be over by the time this comes out. I don't know, but it's beyond interesting.
I just got an alert on my watch. Person shot in front of King Taco. So
Why do you have that, Johnny?
I
Johnny,
don't know. It has to be.
it should
really
be a news. We should get sponsored by Neighborhood and just look at what's going on.
Citizen, and it has to be like really close. I only said it, so it's like really close. to
Like
me.
what? Like 50 feet away?
No, but less than a mile. I
Like
think.
in
a
the
third of a
other
mile,
room?
something like that. Crazy. Okay, so I was walking back from the grocery store the other
By
day.
the way,
from
that's a
Vaughn's.
new bit I'm doing right now.
What?
I just made it up.
Go ahead.
Neighborhood down to 10 feet. Someone's jerking off in the bathroom, hoping you don't come in.
Oh,
I realize
that's fine.
that I'm never going to be able to get away with shady shit anymore because I put what is it, the camera system in my house. Like I'm never going to be
yeah.
able to sneak in, sneak
No.
out, do anything like that.
Nope. Yeah, you boxed yourself.
I
in,
boxed
bro.
myself in.
Yeah, you screwed.
ADT. I put in ADT, and now I'm never going to be able to be a shady fuck again.
Yeah, you fucked up, bro.
I did fuck up. You know, I bet you she convinced me to get it, even though it was her idea. What do you mean you want to get home security for your daughters? That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Especially get those motion sensors, you know, and the things.
Yeah,
on the
let me know
doors.
when you come and go and when you haven't gotten home yet.
So I'm walking back from Vaughn's the other day. This, and I saw. So I walk on this stretch of road that's kind of a nice area, but there are a few like homeless people around and stuff.
That's
A little
called
bit.
America.
Yeah, it's LA, right? I'm just explaining that to people who don't live here. And so I see this girl, maybe like 15 or something, looking in the window, and I'm walking by her with my groceries, and then she goes, "Hey, mister, you got any change?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I just used my card. I don't carry any money." And she's like, "Can you give me a ride?" And I'm like, "I'm walking. I'm walking. I would give you a ride, but I'm I'm walking." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then so I walk, I don't know, maybe like another minute or two, and then I hear her from behind me, "Hey, mister, you got anything to eat?" And I'm like, I go back to her, and I'm like, I open my bag. I'm like, shit, I got like bananas and everything else is frozen. Mostly, I got some waters if you want some waters, and I got like ice cream. And she's like, "No, it's too cold for that. But I have a banana, I guess." I gave her a banana. I offered to give her the rest of them. Didn't want them. Walk further.
How old is she?
I'm realizing now a little bit younger than her, maybe like 13. And so I keep walking, and I hear her again. Hey, mister, could you come back here for a second? So I walk back to her, and she's been kind of walking behind me. She's like, can I have some more of those bananas and some ice creams? And so I just give her like bananas and she starts eating these bananas like crazy. You could tell she was really hungry. And I thought, oh, that's weird, And I asked her, I said, "Are you gonna be outside tonight?" And she was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not." Like she looked at me like that might have been a weird question for me, like
Yeah.
I was trying.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I asked her where she was gonna be, where she was headed, and she told me. And so I went back to the house, and then at 4 a.m. I got one of those citizen alerts: missing 13-year-old girl, black shirt, blue jeans, Latina, 5'3", and I'm like, holy shit! She went missing like 2 blocks from where I saw her. I was like, oh my God, dude, that's the girl. So at 4 a.m., I'm calling the LAPD non-emergency line, like reporting, like literally, I had to remember everything she said. And I knew where she was going, so I told them where she was going. Isn't that crazy?
Johnny, did you kill this girl?
No, that's wild, right?
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
and
mostly why I have the alert on. It's funny because I
to
went
save
home.
children.
I had a weird vibe. Exactly. I had a weird vibe that something was going on with her, so I checked like Amber Alerts and everything when I got home, like right after, and I didn't see anything.
LA seems a crazy place to run away. Right? When I
Yeah.
ran away in my upstate New York, I went and hid in my neighbor's bushes. That was me running away.
The thing is, though, you can just hop on the train
And you're
be
gone. And you're gone. And
I
you'll
think
never
That's why she wanted money, was because she was right near the terminal for the metro. And I bet she was trying to hop the train.
Oh my God.
But isn't that wild?
That makes me sad.
Yeah, I felt really
Johnny,
bad.
you could have saved her life and you fucked up.
I felt bad all night about it.
Yep, you should.
Well, what could I have done? What do
You could have, I don't know, take her to security.
Security?
Yeah, I've been like,
Just
hey.
been like, hey, security, I'm on the sidewalk, but
Yeah.
security,
Yeah,
come here.
security. Security.
Call the cops on her. She runs.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy. I mean, that's nuts, Johnny.
Weird, right?
That is so nuts. So, Johnny, let's get into my story somewhat like that. So, John, can I call you John?
Feel free. Not my name, but call me that.
Oh, there's no John?
No, it's John.
There's no
Johnny.
official John Woodard.
It's Johnny. Yeah.
It's Johnny.
It's just Johnny.
It's
dude.
never been
That's how
John.
we did it in the South. Yeah.
Wow. I feel like
you
I
wanna
just...
you don't know the truth of this? I was named after my dad, Johnny, because that's his name.
Yeah.
And then he was named after his dad, Johnny. And then he was named after his dad, Johnny. I'm
Now,
the
Johnny,
fourth.
do you
But
find
Listen
yourself...
to this. Listen to this. Looked on the birth certificate. My dad's not named Johnny. His name is John. So I'm not named after my dad.
Does that make you sad?
Well, it's just kind of stupid, isn't it? Even though the fourth is on my birth certificate, I'm not technically the fourth. And then my grandfather just started spelling his name Johnnnie for some reason, like completely different than everybody else we found out.
Yeah.
So none of us have the
What
same
do you?
name.
It sounds like your whole family is woke transition people, and you're just coming up with new names.
Yeah, we had this crazy idea that you could have whatever name you want.
It was so crazy because there used to be this whole thought that black people come up with crazy names for their kids, and then the more and more you study it, white people do it way more.
Well, isn't that crazy? Yeah, you're right. But remember how wild it used to be if somebody changed their name?
Yeah.
And now people can change like their gender.
You know, my brother changed his name.
Yeah.
He got so mad at my dad, he changed his name to his nickname and my mother's maiden name. Okay.
to brr, 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 brr.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind if you do his first name, but just not the last
His
name.
first name is now Trips, really?
Yeah, which was his nickname.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Do people call him Trips? Does
Yeah.
he
Oh, yeah.
introduce himself as
Sometimes
Trips?
when I go, hey, man, do you guys know where Jason is? They're like, who's Jason?
You're and you got to go like, oh, Trips.
Yeah, I gotta go Trips. His real name is Jason before he went retarded. Okay. All right. So now he
That's
wants
so silly.
he wants to be known as Uncle Jason.
Wait,
to
he's
my
going
kids.
back to his other name?
No, but with my kids, he wants to be known as Uncle Jason.
Why?
I don't know, but
Not
I
Uncle
prefer it.
Trips.
No, I wouldn't even let him do that.
People call you Trips too, though.
Yeah, but that's not my name,
Right. Is
right?
it confusing though that people call him
Dude,
Trips? and you
once in a
Trips?
while, my daughter will call me by my name, Samuel, Sam.
Really?
I go, well, hey, no.
Where'd she
Dad.
get that from?
You know, her mother.
Oh, she calls you Sam? Okay. Samuel?
Sam. I go, no, Dad.
Yeah, there was always that kid that called their parents
It's this
by their
weird
first
thing
name.
where it's like,
Weird.
I appreciate the punk rock of my daughters. I really do appreciate how sometimes they're really punk rock. And then other times I realize I have a job here to do, which is I have to maintain order.
Oh, so you think it's like a thing with boundaries and discipline? Is that what you're thinking?
I think you have to teach your children certain rules of life.
But what is that, a respect thing? Is that because
Yeah.
the guy I know that got called Craig by his kids was pretty strict. Like one of the
I
stricter
don't. I
parents.
just no because when your kids call you by your name, that becomes more of a friendship,
I got you.
and I'm not their friend.
Too familiar.
I'm their dad, and I need to have that role with them,
Got it.
even though they're incredibly smart. Like, as you know, my one daughter has autism. She's on the spectrum, but she's so smart. She knows she has autism, and she uses it as an excuse not to listen to me. Okay?
That's great.
She does. I catch her all the time. I'm like, Ninja. She's like, oh, I can't hear you. I have autism. She literally does. She's like, I'm doing this over here. And then when she wants something, I'm like, hey, Ninja, then she'll come running.
Right away.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
That's great.
She's playing chess with her dad playing checkers. I'm in a war.
Good luck to you.
I'm in a war.
Sounds like she's got you checkmated already, honestly.
Hey guys, real quick, if you want to see me live, go to samtripoli.com. Samtripoli.com. I'm in Reno tonight. Then I'm doing Mississippi, Louisiana, San Diego before I figure out when I want to do my show. So
one thing before we get into it, Sam. This is breaking news. No idea if it's legitimate because verification on Twitter means literally nothing now. But it's from someone called Benny Johnson. It says Tucker offered $100 million by Patrick Bet David's digital news company.
Yeah, it's true.
$100 million
For 5 years.
You think what's he gonna do? You think?
I mean, that's where you're going to get a better deal.
Nowhere. No, mainstream can't afford that.
But the question is, does he want to go to value entertainment? That's it. Value entertainment,
YouTube, right?
What?
That would just be YouTube, right?
Probably, but Patrick Bet David is the bomb, dude.
If you were Tucker, do you take the bird in the hand, that offer, or do you do your own thing on YouTube, you think? Because he's got the #1 show on cable, if that means anything.
Well, I mean, like, does he think he can do what a Rogan-type numbers? Then he should be getting paid way more.
Yeah.
I think Rogan, if he renegotiates, should ask for $1 billion. And I'm not even kidding. He should ask for $1 billion.
That's a lot of money, dude.
Just think about how much, look up how much Spotify went up after they got Rogan.
What, their stock price?
Yeah.
Let's see. Spotify subscribers rise to 182 million. Wait, this is from The Verge, this headline. This is how The Verge thinks. They're liberal. Spotify subscribers rise to 182 million despite Joe Rogan controversy.
Yeah.
That's the headline.
Yeah.
Despite Joe Rogan
So
controversy.
you can actually see, can you Google how much did Spotify stock go
when
up?
So when did he, Joe
After
Rogan,
Joe Rogan.
Spotify deal. Like when was that deal? That was February of last year. Okay, so Spotify stock price. The market's down right now, so it might be. Let's go back 5 years. Okay, so yeah, it's not really up from February of last year. It's actually down.
No, but he's been there longer than February of last year.
Really? That story was from February of last year. Oh, okay.
He's been there for like 2 years. I think it went up like
really? Okay.
$3 billion.
$3 billion?
Yeah.
Okay, well. No, it's not up from any time. You'd have to go back to. It's actually down. If you go back to 2021, it's way down. He signed 2020, May of 2020. Okay.
So it went up to 300.
Oh yeah, and now it's back down to where it was. So yeah, it went up and then, so in May. Oh yeah, you're right. It went up big after Rogan signed, but it's all the way back down now.
Yeah.
It's all the way back down.
Hey guys, one more thing, and this sounds shitty because I'm recording it later on a laptop, but if you would like to make sure your voicemails get heard, or at least have a better chance of them getting heard on the podcast, head over to patreon.com/brokensimulation. We have a new priority hotline there for supporters at the second tier. Again, that's patreon.com/brokensimulation.
So Johnny, as you know, I'm a sober cat. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I am now currently working on sex addiction as well, just so you know.
What's the end result of sex addiction? That you don't do sex? How does that work?
No, I don't. I'm not going to watch pornography.
It's interesting because, as I recall, you weren't watching pornography.
I wasn't, and then I fell off, and now I'm just going to focus on it. So the point of this, Johnny, is I don't do drugs anymore, but I'm now I see my old drug dealers all the time. And I just saw, so in the span of about a month, I saw 3 of my old drug dealers.
I remember Toronto. You told us about that guy.
Yeah. So the first one was Black Gary. Okay.
Black Gary.
Black Gary was the old ecstasy dealer I had, and now I see him in commercials all the time.
Commercials?
Yeah,
Really?
he's always like the dad who's teaching his biracial kid about the importance of bundling your car and home insurance, right?
Hey, he's working, man.
He's
Good for him.
working.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, Black Gary's crushing it. Good for Black Gary. He's crushing it. He was a great ecstasy dealer when I used to work.
Wait, what constitutes a great dealer? What's
I mean, he didn't rip you off.
shows up when
I think that's literally the only criteria.
Now, today you call the dealers, they come to you. Is that how it used to be too, or did you always have to go to the
Well,
dealer?
like what would happen was I worked at this place and they would have like parties, and on the weekends everyone would show up, and then they would all do ecstasy.
Got it.
But he's killing it. Good for Black Gary.
Nobody has to do that anymore. Got put out of business by the dark web, you know?
I think that's why when you drive around, you see no prostitutes anymore, because I don't think they do the street walk anymore.
Yeah, they're all on like
I think
Twitter
it's all
or whatever.
online, right?
Yeah.
The days.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Word
so,
on the
yeah.
street, Johnny,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
what you've heard. So then I was in Toronto. I saw my old Coke dealer, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm a dishwasher now.
Yeah. You told us about that.
Not all stories end well.
Yeah.
So then the other
He
day,
loves it though, is what I recall.
he does love dishwashing, and at the end of the day, that's all you can hope for is to work a gig you love.
That's it.
So then the other day after Tinfoil Hat, we do 2 a day. Usually the second one ends around 5 p.m. Pacific. We do it every Wednesday. And I'm leaving and I saw my old speed dealer.
Uh-oh.
Okay? And he's on a bike. I can't remember his name.
Was he chasing you? Like, what, Sam? What?
No. But it was very interesting because he was my favorite drug dealer.
I've been looking for you, Sam.
Probably.
Profits are way down.
It's so funny. I never bought. If you actually saw what I went out on, you'd be like, dude, really? You're going to throw that all out for that? So I see him and I go, oh, back in the day, if I saw this guy, I would be out and running. It would be over. I had no willpower. Now I don't want to do it anymore. So I just romantically think of the good times, right? Back in the day. And I used to love this drug dealer. Why, Johnny? Because he never ripped me off, ever. He always gave me what I paid for. And how did I know he was always giving me the good stuff, Johnny? Because he pulled it out of his butt. That's how I know.
What the
right? He always pulled it out of his ass.
Are you in front of you?
Yeah. He would reach back like he's getting it out of his backpack, but it was his butt. And he'd pull it out and it would be in a paper and he'd unwad the paper. And then it was another paper. He'd unwad that paper and then he would chip it off and give me a piece. And I was like, that's got to be the real stuff because no one's putting fake stuff up their butt. That's like when you go to the cabinet and get the good liquor, right? Where you're like, this is where the good stuff is.
And it went from his ass crack to your nose.
No, when I would smoke it. So
you smoke it. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But Johnny, that's how you know it's the good stuff when it's coming out somebody's
guy's
butt.
ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what's he's on the street. So is that just to hide from police, you think?
No, but that's because he's a drug dealer.
No, but why would it be in his ass on the street?
Yeah, because you don't want it in your pockets.
Right,
in case you get
the
searched.
number one place people look is your ass.
Most of the cops aren't going to go that deep.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't have been that deep. It was probably just right at the top of his crack. And
I'm sure
that's where they look first.
Oh, nobody's doing a pullover and just being like, let me finger your butt. It's like, you got any drugs on you? Let me see your pockets. Nothing. Okay. Plausible deniability, Johnny. But that's not me anymore. I'm sober. But, that's how it was, dog.
And he was riding his bike. Was he
riding his bike?
Did you tell? Was he just kind of like a little itchy on the bike?
Nope. He was on a mission.
Okay.
Wherever he's going.
He must have been sold out.
Bandana. Look like we'll call him the Black Pirate, everybody.
Black Pirate.
Yeah, Black Pirate guy.
Describe him a little better in case we need to flag him down.
He looks like a Black Pirate if it was played by the guy who played Joanna Man.
Okay.
That's what we're going
that
for.
Helps. Okay.
There we go. That's it. That's it, Johnny. Was
that like a sort of a realization, like a milestone for you, realizing that you kind of have moved past that?
Yeah.
Did that feel good?
Yeah.
What did that feel like?
Yeah. Well, it's a good feeling because there was a time I couldn't, and it really sucked. And it's like powerlessness. And it's like when people talk. That's why when people are like, just stop doing drugs, they have no clue like how deep it is. And certain drugs are much, much harder to quit than other drugs. And on top of this, Johnny, like now I think this weed is getting to where it was. Where
what do you mean getting where it was?
We're getting to where like coke and even speed is, like what it does to people. Like,
oh, gotcha. Yeah,
it's not your grandpa's weed anymore.
Well, it's been like that for a while.
No, but now it's getting like real crazy, bro. It's like made in a lab, like by Nazi scientists. This is Nazi scientist weed.
That's funny. There's one of these old jazz guys who talks about heroin like that. He says that, you can get it out of your system, but you can never get it out of your mind.
Anthony Kiedis used to talk about that.
Yeah.
He's like, when was, they would ask him along the lines, like, when was the last time you thought about doing heroin? He goes, every day of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm not like that. I don't have the desire to do it anymore because I have too much to lose, right? I just have too much to lose. I I'm way happier. You know,
It's an expensive habit too.
Speed's not an expensive habit.
Really?
Speed's the
opiates
opposite.
are very expensive. They'll break you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I thought you can get
Pills?
pills, yeah. But then you get on the heroin, that's cheap, right?
Yeah, just don't get on the heroin.
Yeah,
That's
don't
the
get
trick.
kids. Don't do drugs. If you're
Don't ever do drugs.
if you're struggling, email me.
I wouldn't even take pain meds, honestly.
No, I
At
wouldn't
this
either.
point, I wouldn't recommend them
listen.
to-
The only drug that I would ever be okay with somebody taking is drugs for like schizophrenia. That's it. Like everything else is like in my humble.
No other choices. If you,
If you have a chemical imbalance like that makes you hear voices and want to do awful things, then take the drug.
Yeah.
But if not, get through it, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You didn't anything that wasn't here when
I give out spiritual advice all the time, Johnny. I get hit up all the time for spiritual advice. And sometimes it's by very attractive women.
those are really people with their backs against the wall there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really out of options.
Yeah.
But they hit me up and they're always like, hey, man, I need to talk to. And all I try to do, because deep down in my soul, I just want to steer this to, can I FaceTime with your butthole? That's what I want to do. And I know that's scumbag stuff. I get it.
I relate to that. Yeah.
But I can't do it because I'm at there. It's a power dynamic thing.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Now, if they offer it, I'll take it up. Okay.
No.
But
yeah.
I can't do it. I don't want to.
Is part of that to do with having daughters now, you think?
Johnny, you don't even know how it's wrecked me.
I imagine.
So I've been because I can't do gigs in LA. I just don't like doing them unless my friends are doing the show. I don't do gigs in LA
Why?
because I don't
Just 'cause
enjoy the
crowd's
shows.
so-
I just don't. And maybe I'll go back, but I'm taking a break. I know a lot of people are like, I'm just taking a break from LA comedy right now. I know a lot.
So
of
you're not alone.
I'm not alone.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I mean, some people took a break so much that they moved to a different city.
yeah, I get that. I don't want to do that. I just don't want. I don't know, man. I like living in California
You wouldn't make your own scene like you did that in Vegas. Why wouldn't you do that here? Try to start your own scene, like do your own rooms. And stuff.
because I'm 50 and I want to do other things with my life.
Just doesn't interest.
I'm
you.
just telling you, dude. Like stand up is like I love doing it. It's
a grind,
fun.
right? Yeah.
Like I did a gig the other night at the End in Torrance. It was fun, dude. It was so much fun, Johnny. It was like, they're like, it's so fun. I show up, they're like, it's normally sold out, and it's like half empty, but it is half full too, right?
Yeah.
So I go up and I had the best time.
This is a Sam Tripoli gig or just
No, this is like just they do a Monday night show,
Got it.
and they asked me to go down and do it.
I thought she was being a smart ass with you. Like it was one of your gigs and she
No,
was. and
no,
you didn't
no,
tell.
no,
Okay.
no.
I got you.
No, I do want to go back with Eddie and do a tinfoil hat there.
It's in Torrance.
Torrance, which is basically where is it? Playa Vista or something
Yeah,
like
I've been down there. There's
It's not, dude. It's nice.
It's a cool area.
Like
Oh, dude. There's
where's
some nice houses
where's
down
the
there.
bad section? Right? It's like what's that? $100,000.
Dude, you can get houses down there that's so much cheaper. They are nice, like a lot nicer. Than,
Well, dude, anytime you get out of LA,
yeah,
the price goes
it's
down
just
a little
like,
bit. Even San Diego's going down a little bit.
San Diego's cool.
Dude, if I could move us all there, I would do it
My
tomorrow.
girl's mom moved to Carlsbad, and it's beautiful.
I love it down there. If you
Dude.
want to move, let's go.
Dude, I do that.
Let's go.
It's the best.
So, anyways, I am so I go do this show, right? It's so fun. I got so much stuff. So I've been doing a bunch of shows. I did a funny show last night. It was a special show, so they let a 16-year-old go up.
What do you mean special?
It was like, I don't know, because they serve food. I guess if an establishment serves food, they can have underage performers.
Weird fucking California bullshit.
Yeah.
So
So it was so funny, but there was this group of like, I'd say 40-something-year-olds who always come every week.
Mhm.
And I made the best joke, and I was so pissed there was no camera there because I was like, oh, you guys look like all the woke teachers are trying to transition him and tell him to cut off his dick, right?
That's funny.
I should have had Johnny Bencourt there.
You gotta
God
save that.
damn it.
You gotta save that.
Yeah, I will. But
rework that one.
so I've been doing shows. So I did a show Sunday night in Redlands, which is an hour out, which is about 80 miles out of LA.
That's a beautiful area, I've heard.
It's great. I go to this bar. It's called Whiskey Republic, which is a great name for a club ran by my buddy Rick.
That's a good name.
And I think, is it Rick Thorne? Is that his name? What is Rick's?
I don't know what that means, Whiskey Republic. I mean, I know what Republic means and I know what whiskey means, but together I have no idea.
I think it's a great name.
It is a good name. It sounds good, but it doesn't make any sense.
I just have it Rick at BMX Biker in my phone.
Whiskey Republic, liquor.
Yeah,
and
Rick
then
from the Rainbow.
a
That's
form
all
of
I
government.
have.
We got a type of drink and then a form of government. Just together.
Yeah. Like there's some kind of like.
What does that mean?
Like army of alcoholics.
Like we vote with drinks. Like what is that?
Yeah,
you take one shot. That's
whoever
yes,
gets
2 shots for
whoever
no.
drinks the most shot is president.
Yeah, and that's how you become the president of the Whiskey Republic.
Yeah,
right
there we go. So I go there, and all the staff there is hot. The waitress, who's a fan of tinfoil hat, she has to be 22 at the most. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, stunningly gorgeous.
Cool.
And all I can think is that's somebody's daughter.
Oh,
yeah, I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Because she's running around next. She's like, dude, how hot is that chick, dog? I'm like, that's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's daughter.
See, that used to get me when my sister like became kind of an adult, you know what I mean? And I would look at girls, anybody that was younger than my sister, I was like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, it's a problem.
They're human beings now.
Which is unfortunate.
Sucks. I used to want to go medieval. Now I'm like, does your dad know you're working here?
Yeah. You used to want to go medieval. Now you just kind of want to go low evil.
I don't even want to go evil. I want to help her achieve her thoughts and dreams. Like, that's where I am. I either want to get them pregnant or help them achieve their goals. I don't know what I want to do anymore.
Why not both?
Why not both? I don't know. I don't need any more child support. I'm doing well.
Yeah, really.
I'm doing well on my own, you know. So, Johnny, do we have any calls or anything like that?
Oh, do we have calls? Yes. Well, we a couple weeks ago invited people to call in with their urban legends, and they flooded our inbox here, Sam. Is what they've done. And we have a number of really fantastic urban legends from the folks here.
You've got mail.
First, though, we have someone who works at a post office and wanted to give you a message. Now, point of clarification here. The place you went to was private, though, right? It's not the actual post office.
No, it is the post office.
It is the post office.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I asked you last week, it was private, and you said it was. But okay.
No, it's an actual post office.
So let's listen to this.
Hey, guys. I just have to call and tell you, Sam, your North Hollywood post office is shady as fuck. I work for the post office, and there's no extra fee to pick up your packages. If you have a P.O. box, you pay your yearly dues, and they give you your packages.
Okay.
Anyway, I just thought you'd like to know you're being ripped off. I sent you something, so I can't wait for you to receive it and not pay for it.
Thank you, Munchkin. Thank you. She has a very cute voice.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah. But wait, so it was a private place?
It was a private place.
Okay.
It was ran by 2 Asian women.
That rip you off.
Yeah. If it was black chicks, I'd say that was the official post office. But this was ran by 2 Asian chicks who got upset I wasn't Jacksonated.
Here's a good one.
Sam, Johnny, this is Kevin from the San Francisco Bay Area, San Leandro, California, to be exact.
Hey, Kevin.
The urban legend we have out here is called the Niles Canyon Ghost. It's a road that connects Pleasanton, California, Sonol to Fremont, California. Anyway, it's the vanishing hitchhiker story about the ghost of a teenage girl who died in a car accident on prom night. The accident was said to have taken place sometime during prom season, and the ghost is said to walk the road every night in April and May. So people go out looking for her. She supposedly is looking to hitch a ride into San Francisco so she can make prom. One variation of the story has the hitchhiker's backstory being she died in a car crash and went down into the creek that is parallel to the windy road that goes along there.
Shouldn't have done that.
And then some say that she's seen at midnight waiting at the corner she died on right before you go into Niles Canyon. People traveling on the road have said they've seen the ghost of a girl or a teenager in white or in the trees along the roadway. Some have even stopped to offer her a ride.
No.
She accepts the ride and then gives the driver an address somewhere across the bridge, either in San Mateo County, across the Dumbarton, or the Bay Bridge in San Francisco, which Sam will appreciate is the bridge tower that's on the Golden State Warriors logo. But the strange thing is that once the driver begins to get on the bridge after the toll plaza, the girl will disappear. And then some variations of the story are they offered, or one teenage boy offered her his Letterman jacket, which she wore and disappeared with it. And he goes to the address and speaks to the girl's mother and is told that she, of course, died in a car crash on Niles Canyon. And he asks, where her grave is. He goes to the gravestone and his Letterman jacket was folded up. So hopefully you can use this. If you want to shorten it, you can. But yeah, it's either the urban legend of the White Lady or the Niles Canyon Ghost.
The White Lady.
How come it's never like the guy died having a great time? It just didn't work out.
Coming to the woods and
the
party.
laughing ghoul who just laughs at everything. Any joke you do, he'll laugh at.
There's some weird ones at the Comedy Store, right? With like, who was it that had the one about the chairs being stacked up?
That was Freddie Lockhart.
That's a creepy one to me.
That is a
one's
creepy one.
Who got pulled off the stage? I've heard that one before too. Somebody was in there at night and got pulled off the stage.
I feel like it's either Sandy Dantos or
that's some creepy comedy.
Freddie. No, what's his name? I can't remember.
You ever get any weird vibes in that basement though? In the basement?
No, but I told you I've heard crazy shit.
Yeah.
Now I also believe half the sounds people hear are people having sex in the sound booth that they don't know. Like, hey, what's going on? People are like, what's going on? I hear something. I'm coming.
Ooh, go suck my dick.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, here we go. Here's another one.
That's a good one. That was a great one. That might be the best one so far.
I love these.
Hey, it's Shabba D out from Georgia.
Hey, Shabba D.
Yeah, urban legend story. So, I don't know if you're familiar with Crystal Hills. Anyways, Britney Spears used to live there. I had a buddy who lived across the road, and it was this crazy trailer. And the urban legend was, like, seriously, if you were outside at a certain time of night, you would see a ghostly figure of a dude, like, running down there, like, jogging. And so, it was very disturbing because he was naked. And it was a very disturbing urban legend.
Respect, dude.
Never want to see it.
Respect, dude.
Now, you think he's serious or is he being silly?
Play it one more time.
Play it one more time? I'll just play the end part.
No, play it one more time.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Because I'll skip the beginning part where he talks about Britney Spears and all that shit.
I don't know, trailer, and the urban legend was, like, seriously, if you were outside at a certain time of night, you would see a ghostly figure of a dude, like, running down there, like, jogging. And so,
this is where I think he might be telling a joke.
Yeah, it was very disturbing because he was naked.
Right.
And it was a very disturbing urban legend. Never want to see it.
I'm sorry. I cannot. I nope. I don't believe this. I think
I think he's
because he
making it
has
up.
no details. It's like it's very. He's He's running. He's like trying to come up, and then
very, very disturbing. It's very, very disturbing.
and he's naked,
Ghost-
even though it's a ghostly
He's
guy.
running.
So you saw ghost dong? Is that what you saw? Some ghost dong? Is it ghost grower or ghost shower? Which one?
Well,
is?
I think it depends on what it is when you die, right? Because if you die,
Oh, if you die rock hard in
just
the
rock hard
afterlife,
forever.
your ghost is rock hard.
forever and ever,
Just
dude.
walking around with ghoulish wood.
It's better than not having wood, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, like, what if when your spirit just has baby dick, like you just did a line of blow,
Yeah,
and you're just running around and you're trying to scare people, but everyone can't stop laughing about how small your dick
Everybody
is.
calls you the little dick ghost of wherever the fuck.
Wouldn't that be the worst?
The worst.
Now you're trapped
the little
as
dick
the
ghost.
little dick ghost.
Oh, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants to be known as the little dick ghost.
Back there was like our retention pond for.
Stop, Johnny. Maybe
Hey, what's up?
maybe we should. You know how people always like you always want to have clean underwear. You never know. Just never know. Did you ever hear that?
No, I never heard.
You weren't told that as a kid, like
Well, I
always
just-
have
as a
clean
rule,
underwear.
I just kept my underwear clean. I don't know.
Right. But there was always like
a separate pair of underwear that you
no,
carry
like
with you ever?
like the whole notion was like you never know, like you could get in a car accident and they have to take off your clothes. You want to have clean underwear on. It's this. It's
But were you in a habit of wearing shitty underwear?
no. It was just like the thing that like would.
So people where you're from had to be told not to shit
Johnny,
their
it's
pants.
an old saying.
Okay.
It's an old
What,
wives'
like keep
saying.
your nose clean, that kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
wash behind your ears. That
Yeah,
kind
I
of thing?
guess so. Something along the lines of that. It wasn't like it was just like something was an
'Cause it
urban
sounds
legend.
like this sounds like your mom or your grandma.
No,
was
I
like,
always
"Sam,
clean my underwear,
Keep your
bro."
underwear clean.
No, I always clean my underwear. I always wear clean underwear. I
Maybe
hate
it's
dirty
because
underwear.
of this though. Maybe because
I don't
of
mind
this.
wearing jeans a couple days in a row.
Oh, dude, I wear jeans for weeks. I
Yeah,
don't give a
really?
shit. Yeah,
Same
I don't-
ones? Yeah, I'm all about
I
that.
don't give a shit.
But
That's when
change
they
my
fit
underwear
well.
every time.
They fit really well after you.
Especially if you go on a fart spree, bro. You ever go on a fart spree and you're just like, that underwear is condemned, bro.
Every day of my life,
My
brother.
butthole is haunted, right?
Every
so,
day. Every day I do.
So, little dick ghost. Little dick ghost. He's going to try to scare you, but you'll
Johnny and
just
Sam.
laugh.
First time caller, long time listener. I got
Thank
an
you.
urban legend for you. I was a kid growing up in the neighborhood that my family had their home in
That's a
Tampa.
good place to grow up.
And so in the back of our neighborhood was the guy that, I don't know if he owned the house or what, but
Irrelevant.
he mowed all the lawns in the neighborhood, and back there was like our retention pond for the neighborhood and stuff. But so when we were growing up, it always said that there was some crazy dude living back there. And so he used to fresh squeeze orange juice and then set out the jar
That's kind
to
of
let it sweat. So we always messed around saying like, let's go see if we can get this guy out of the house and see him. So let's go mess with his orange juice. And sure enough, dude, my brother went over there, barely even touched his orange juice, and this guy comes charging out with a machete. He ended up getting the police called on him later. But kind of a legend, it's kind of true, but I thought it was funny. I'd like to share it with you
Well,
guys.
hold on. So, is it an urban legend if it turns out to be true?
Well, it's not an urban legend. It's the story of some teenagers harassing a man. Who
Yeah,
just wanted
I
to
agree.
squeeze some
Who's
orange
the
juice.
bad? Who's the bad person in this story?
Guy's trying to drink some fucking orange
Guy
juice.
likes his orange juice. Stop trying to jerk off in his orange juice.
He sees some kids probably, thinking about pissing or spitting his orange juice.
100%, Johnny. I'm with you on this
Your
one.
home is your castle, man.
By
Come
the
out
way,
with a
did you
machete.
see Fight Haven change its name to Fight Mate on Twitter? Because I think it was getting in trouble for showing so many fight videos.
Fight mate?
So now it's Fight Mate. It's no longer Fight Haven. You remember
But-
Fight Haven?
Yeah, but why would they get in less trouble?
I don't know. They just changed the name.
That's one of the things I think that, because I never subscribed to that,
Yeah.
and I saw that everywhere,
Yeah.
like on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's I think they picked like some accounts that had virality to them and promoted them. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
for
surprised
sure.
that Twitter even helped with that. Like
For
helped them find
sure.
content. They really gave some pushes. Here's another one.
Andrews. Hey, I got a urban legend. We got a dude around our neighborhood in like the three neighborhoods, like Spring Garden, Spring Hill, and Troy Hill.
You're like,
His name's Georgie Barber. I'm back in the early '90s. the legend is that he used to be the man to sell coke, right? And then he got really fucked up one day and buried like $200,000 somewhere in the neighborhood, and people been looking for it for fucking 30 years. Like, people like digging their backyards, fucking digging the random woods around the house. Like, we tried looking for it when we were teenagers. That was like, 20 years ago or whatever. But yeah, this has been going on since like 1990, 1989. This motherfucker got fucked up and buried $200,000 in north side of Pittsburgh somewhere. So,
and he doesn't know where it is?
Well, that's the thing that confuses me. So now if you dig that big of a hole to bury, like, something the size of a briefcase at least with $200,000, I'm thinking you're going to be able to see like where that was, unless you did a really ADHD job of like covering it up,
Well, I mean, like the question is,
did he
why?
die?
What
Maybe
he
died.
keeps going? He got fucked up. What does that mean?
Got drunk is what I said.
He got drunk. Okay.
Maybe he died after, and then or maybe
That,
he got
that's
so
got to
drunk.
be it. Did the guy die? I mean, did the old coke dealer die?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know where he should have buried it? In his butt, because that's how you know it's safe. right?
$200,000. I mean,
Right,
that's,
dude?
That's a pretty. I guess he could put a Bitcoin up his ass, get like a hardware wallet, and just
Get
stick it
a
right
cold
up his ass.
wallet,
Yeah,
shove it
cold
up his
wallet.
ass.
Cold wallet right in his hot ass.
Dude, that's so interesting, Johnny. What if it is out there? You got to find that quick before paper money's worth nothing.
yeah. Oh, well, you've heard the stories of these guys who there's some guy out there who's got, what is it? $100 million or something in Bitcoin on a computer.
Yeah, he's only got one more, two
Yeah.
more.
Well, no. And this guy, it's in a landfill somewhere, and he's been trying to find it. Hold on, let me see if I can find this landfill Bitcoin. Okay, here it is. A software engineer from Wales lost about $186 million in Bitcoin at a landfill site in 2013.
Unbelievable.
$186 million, dude. Look at this guy. This is what you look like when you blow $186 million.
Yeah.
Look at this dude.
That guy.
Isn't that depressing?
Yeah, that is depressing.
James Howells.
But he's got. Does he not have more? Like, is that all of it?
Here's the new spin on it, by the way. James Howells wants to use artificial intelligence and robots, but the local council is standing in his way. A software engineer from Wales lost about $186 million in Bitcoin at a landfill site in 2013, and he has hatched a plan to recover it. For the past 9 years, he's been attempting to locate the hard drive on which Bitcoin was stored. In 2009, Mr. Howells was understood to be one of 5 people in the world to be running Bitcoin mining software and had 8,000 coins at a time when it was worth virtually nothing.
Oh my!
He then stopped
God.
mining and in 2010 stripped his laptop for parts and put the hard drive in a drawer. Every so often, I used to go through and do a clear out, he said during a recent interview with the YouTube channel, What's Next? I had 2 hard drives just loose in the drawer, and it turns out I threw the wrong one away. You idiot. You stupid idiot. By 2013, his Bitcoin was worth $1.4 million, and on Wednesday, Bitcoin was trading at $23,000. It's at $28 now, by the way. So it's actually worth more than that now. It's worth north of $200 million now, I would think. Isn't that crazy? I mean, could you ever get over that? Think about how hard it's been on you losing that Celsius money. Could you ever get over $200 million?
No, dude, I would never have lost that, bro. If I knew that was on there, it would.
Well, he didn't know though, but when he put it in the drawer, he was putting like $30 in the drawer. You know what I mean?
I don't care. If
And
I
then
had
you
all that
forgot about it.
Bitcoin on there, no way, bro. No way.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
it was like years later.
Sorry, I know exactly where my Shiba Inu is. Okay,
But this was before crypto was anything. Nobody was thinking about crypto back then.
It's weird. It's
devastating.
definitely
That's
weird.
the kind of thing that can define your life if you let it, though.
Yeah.
You could just search for that for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. Got a couple more, and then we're done with those. Play, please. Go ahead and play now. You may play. Spielen Sie jetzt.
What up, Mr. Juicy Johnny?
Juicy
and
Johnny!
Sam, the intern Tripoli.
Yes.
It's Liam calling from Albuquerque. I'm listening to the Urban Legends episode, so maybe this will make it next week if you find the word.
It will.
I grew up in a small... And at my elementary school, in the corner of the field, like past the playground, the corner of the field, you could see a rundown church. And everyone in my elementary school said that the Bell Witch lived there.
The Bell
and had Bell Witch or if she saw you, you had 24 hours left to live. Now, I believe I was a first grader, and me and my buddy, we were in the back just kind of looking for it. And
why not?
I physically saw it, or he told me I saw it, but I saw it, supposedly. And I spent the rest of my day saying my goodbyes and crying to all my friends.
How funny is that?
I would love to know how old he was.
Anyways, keep up God's work. God bless you. Love you.
So this dude goes around just saying goodbye to everybody, like, "Hey guys, that's all the way."
Hey, Dad.
It's over. For
I just
me.
want to let you know I love you.
You've been a good dad,
and you've been a good dad. But I sold the witch, and I only got about at this point 12 more hours. So it was great. We love you.
So fucking funny, dude.
So that one was great, and the one before it, classics.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Can you write these down so we can
last thing,
we can vote on which one's the one of the year?
The best urban legend of the
Hey,
year?
Sam.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny. How you guys?
Can you write them down?
Well, I
Love the
have doing
broken
this right now.
Sim and love the tinfoil. All right.
Thank
I
you,
think
brother.
Lots of people
Thank
do.
you. I love you.
Hey, I'm calling just to let you know that whoever came up with the nickname Juicy Johnny
is gold.
has issues, okay?
Oh, really?
So,
I agree.
Anyway, hi, XG, too. I forgot to tell.
XG's
guys,
not on
whatever.
the show.
Yeah,
Anyway,
weird.
Juicy Johnny. Who came up with that?
It's the best.
It's funny in a
That's
review,
an
and Sam
issue.
likes it. 'Cause
Stop
Sam's
it.
kind of weird.
Yeah, I am, but
Gotta go.
Juicy Johnny.
Good call. All right. That's
That
it.
was it?
I mean, I have
He,
more.
he just called in to say that's not a good one.
That's it. Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, he called back, but
Yeah. Well, Juicy Johnny's the winner
it's,
to
like
me.
a lot longer. It's like 3 minutes.
Juicy Johnny's a winner to me.
Yeah.
A winner.
What else you got?
Uh
Come at me, bro.
So I want to get into something today. Johnny, you know what I really hate? And you could say I'm a victim of this.
Racist.
No, that's okay.
You love racist?
Do I love races? No. But I also like, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Nazis.
Do you see those two we watched today on Conspiracy Social Club? The two influencers that the DNC has, that one young kid.
That Sisson guy? Yeah.
He went on Tim Dillon. Now, if you watch this
Did
kid,
he really?
yeah, if you watch the kid, he's very articulate, and you know why they got him.
That's why they picked him, man.
Right? But
Can
man,
you explain what we're talking about real quick?
okay, so what happens is, and both sides do, not just the DNC.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Both sides use influencers to influence their followers to support one or the other political parties. And what we've seen in the DNC is that some of their older influencers have aged out.
Here's this guy right here.
Right?
Harry
Harry Sissy, right?
Democrat.
He's 20 years old, bro.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old.
He also put his TikTok follower count on his Twitter profile in case you didn't take his 100,000 Twitter followers seriously. He's got 600,000 on TikTok,
Yeah.
just so you know.
So he went on, him and his buddy went on Tim Dillon.
Why would Tim have them on? Because of this whole thing?
Because they're everywhere. And what's really funny is that they're basically getting community notes every time they post.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah.
And it's really funny. And the left is kind of losing it about that. But like, now you know how conspiracy theorists felt the last 10 years.
Absolutely.
But the difference between with me, what we went through is we were taking truth to power. Okay.
Yeah.
And they were telling us we were lying when it turned out we weren't.
Right.
These guys are pushing a narrative that isn't even real and acting like they're doing it naturally, and it's not astroturfing. No matter what anybody tells you, nobody's paying me to say any of this stuff.
Yeah, you're right. And you know, that was
The
one of
funniest thing about this is this kid is putting out, if you go to samtripoli.com, can you go to samtripoli.com?
I just figure he probably tweets less than you, and he's like 20, so I probably might see it here first. Here it is right here. Here's the community.
Yeah, but I also have one where like,
look at this is what you joked about. The community note was longer than the tweet.
Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
so funny.
Mega trolls.
This is one of the smartest things that Elon did, by the way, was putting that moderation in the hands of people, like community notes, rather than making it something that Twitter did. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, again, there's a lot of things that I think I don't like that Elon Musk
Who do
does.
you know that you like everything they do? Though?
No, I don't. And anybody again, like we talked about on
You gotta eat some
Cash
shit to get there.
you got to play ball.
Yeah.
You just can't. I mean, like, he could own this thing, make it the purest thing ever, and then not be sold into any app stores. And then what was Twitter mean to anybody?
Nothing. Yeah. It's meaningless.
Where are they all going to go? Where's Alyssa Milano going to go? Where's she going?
That's why That's why it was smart to buy the established thing rather than doing what Trump did and starting Truth Social. Just nobody. You just can't. Once something's established, like you're always saying, it's just impossible.
Once it's a brand of excellence,
that's it, man.
It's done. Twitter is the brand of excellence for written messages, right? And links.
And I hope they can do the video thing. I really do.
Well, I'm waiting for him to do it. He's got to figure it out, but it's so funny because they had him on and like universally everyone's like, they're getting their dick kicked in on the show. The kid is articulate though. I'll give you that.
Do you buy it? Do you buy what he's saying?
No, I mean, like the things he says, like if you go to this Tim Dillon interview, maybe he put it on there. Can you go up where he shows Tim Dillon?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Give me what's the pitch for Joe Biden?
Oh man, I mean, do you want me to go down the list?
Go down the list.
All right, I won't go.
Wait. I mean, obviously it's fake. Somebody that young excited about Joe Biden, like, bro, I can't wait to tell you about Joe Biden.
Now you know why he's picked. He's extremely intelligent.
Bro, of course I can tell you about Joe Biden. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Like Ron Paul got me into everything. I was the director.
Hey, I just texted you a link. Listen to it.
To what?
To your
What's the link?
Oh, it's to a Twitter thing that I think sums up just the whole left. And it's
this?
Yeah, it's something this kid said. And by the way, if you watch this video that of them on Tim Dillon does way more for them positively, even though they got their asses kicked, than any of these videos he put.
He kicked their ass, or they're getting their ass kicked after the fact?
What do you mean?
What are you saying when you say they got their asses kicked?
I think that Tim Dillon pointed out a lot of holes in what they're doing.
Yeah, he's a smart son.
Yeah, you're in there with a shark.
Yeah.
Right? So this is
Democrats, I mean, they're horrible at their jobs, right? They do a lot of shitty things, although I'll vote for them all the time. But it's also hard. Democrats, I mean,
watch his face. Watch his face.
They do a lot of shitty things, although I'll vote for them all the time. But it's also hard. Democrats.
See, it's like
that's why he doesn't ever talk. That guy. Yeah,
because he says stupid things.
Yeah,
right?
I do wonder what the context is there. Like, there got to be more context in that. I would love to see
Democrats,
more than 6 seconds of that. But yeah, that's why he doesn't let that guy talk for sure.
Right. So I mean, like the kid comes off as very articulate, but the problem is if you've done any research into what he's talking about, you know he's not correct at all.
No.
Now we could sit there and talk about all the stuff Donald Trump did, but to sit there and act like Joe Biden is anything other than a dumpster fire is ridiculous. And every time he talks, bro, every time he tweets, he gets community notes, and I think it's amazing.
It's one of my favorite things about the new Twitter is that community notes has become a weapon for not just truth and justice and not a political fucking toy.
And again, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going to go? To Facebook? To any of these places? Are you going to Facebook? Enjoy old people.
Yeah.
And that's okay to face. Like, I really hate this notion that like, oh my God, it's old. Like, I think people don't realize that everyone ages and there's a good place for them to go.
It's just an inferior product at this point, though.
What, Facebook?
Yeah,
I think Facebook is no longer it's a social media app, but it's no longer meant to be like what Instagram is.
You know what I think it is now? It's become the phone book, really.
It really is just a way to connect with high school friends and family members. That's it.
It's a digital modern phone book.
It's maybe, I mean, I've never gone to and people tell me, oh, post on Facebook, man. It gets a lot of views. It gets a lot of this. Okay. I don't get it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't ever post on Facebook. Maybe we should try it. Maybe we should do it with Broken Sam shit. I know we got to do ads on Twitter.
How do you do
apparently.
Twitter ads? Show me.
I'll do it. I'll show you. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how you do a Twitter ad. All right, so I want to get into something, Johnny. I know you have complained before that I don't return text all the time.
Yeah, you're bad at that.
Okay. So a long time ago,
Can I before you get into it, I'll just say I don't want me to seem like an asshole.
We're way beyond that.
You don't return texts, but you are a real stickler for other people returning your texts. So if I text you, if you text me and I don't get back to you within like 10 minutes, you send me, "What's up, bro?" 8 question marks, like really urgent. Like
okay,
this is important.
I will agree with that. But I tend to text you when it's like, "What's up, bro?" when it's business related.
Yeah, okay.
That's more what I do. But I'm not saying you're not wrong.
Not exclusively, though.
Very rarely will I not get back to you if it's business related. And if I don't get back to you, it's most likely because I answered it in my head and forgot to actually text it, which I do all the time. So I make no illusions of it. I'm not perfect. But Bert Kreischer constantly likes to let me know how he has no urgency in hitting me back. He's even talked about it on his podcast.
You specifically?
Yeah. He goes, blah, blah, blah. Text me. Sam Tripoli text me. I'm not going to text him back today.
What the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Why would he say that?
I don't know, man. I'm like a human being.
That's shitty. What's his deal?
So then I hit him up about doing my comedy cast. I understand he's been on tour. He might want to hang out with his family. That's totally fine. I hit him up. It says red. No response, bro.
He's even got read receipts.
Take it off, Bird. Take off. Like I had some guy complain to me about that. I took it off. Take it off.
Yeah, that's a power move at this point. If you're not taking off the receipts, yeah.
I got fucking 3 months jujitsu, bro.
I would say you should call him, but he's not going to answer, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. And that's fine because I don't return the text of everybody all the time either. Right?
Yeah.
But it's just like, take off that read thing.
You should call him. See if we'll cut it out if he doesn't answer. Call him. See,
no.
This is a good thing to bitch at him about.
No.
This is rude.
It is rude.
Yeah.
He's not going to answer it.
I wouldn't say like this is big timing.
Why would I call if I thought there was a chance of him answering?
It's like a power
It's
move.
also, Johnny, 11:10 at night.
Yeah, that's when most people answer the phone at 11:10.
No, most people don't, Johnny.
He's got children. Yeah, that's different.
Most people go to bed.
I go to bed much later than that.
Or he's blackout drunk by now.
My life has been dominated by a game called Jedi Survivor for the past couple
of days.
It's
a video game?
Yeah, it just came out. It's called Jedi
So,
Survivor.
Johnny, here's the thing. Here's what's crazy. Bert Kreischer has a movie coming out.
The Machine.
And Sebastian Maniscalco has a movie coming out.
Does he really? I didn't know.
And they're coming out on the same day.
Oh, that's annoying.
How crazy is that?
What is Sebastian's movie like a wide release like Bert's is? Like
I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
Like, okay.
I don't know. Look it up. Sebastian Maniscalco. See if it's a wide release. Let's watch the trailers.
What a big 4th of July weekend.
I can't leave my father.
This is the first summer since we have to say goodbye to your dear mother, and you're going to leave me to burn the sparklers and eat the hot dogs alone.
Why don't we just bring him?
Nah, I don't think so.
You hear this? Ladies, he's worried his immigrant father's going to make him look like some kind of Goomba.
All right, listen, if we're going to do this, Dad, you got to die.
That's what you were talking about. That guy calling you a wop the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah.
You call you a Goomba too?
Yeah, well, yeah. What are you, 80? Call me a wop? Like I care.
With all the this, what is this?
Welcome to White Oak.
Wow, this is amazing. Hey, Miss Fancy, huh? It's called love and affection, man. Unlike you when you met me at the delivery room and chose to shake my hand. What else was I supposed to do? We just met.
Sebastian, I don't know how you're going to fit in.
Where's my cheek? Where's my cheek?
Don't these people have jobs? They got their money in the stock market, not in mayonnaise jars buried in their backyard.
I just hope nothing gets stolen this weekend because these people love to blame the immigrants.
We'll give you the grand tour. This is Doug.
He's learning to be a healer.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Just serenading our pet peacock.
I love you. These people are strange. They have birds for pets.
He's like family.
Peacocks are just a bunch of goddamn show-offs, if you ask me. I was nervous to bring you here, but I didn't know you were going to spend the whole time embarrassing me.
How could you say that to your father?
Here we go again.
Everything I'm doing for you, that I've ever done for you, is for your own good.
Hey, man, check it out. I could die.
I'm trying to make sure that you don't make an ass out of yourself by trying to be somebody you're not.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Sebastian, your suit.
It's Versace. Do you like it?
No, you moron. It's not.
This is like a family
Honey,
movie.
my mom can't unsee that.
I would love to make a full Italian dinner for everybody.
We don't keep a lot of food here.
The Maniscalco always finds a way to feed his family.
Good for Sebastian.
Wait, his name isn't. Is this about his life or something? Is that
Well, you know, it's basically his.
There's
okay, I
an
didn't
old
know that.
Italian saying, family isn't one important thing,
It's everything.
I can't believe you put this all together from what we have in the kitchen.
It's artichoke and poultry. Absolutely.
Good for Sebastian.
Big serious movie, dude.
Oh, no.
About my father.
You fed them their pet peacock, and you thought I was crazy for worrying that you were going to make us look like some bad Italian stereotype?
That's right. To help me get rid of the evidence.
Why does it seem like you've done this before?
Dune 2 teaser?
Yeah.
Have you seen that yet?
No.
Okay, so this is like a real. Oh, I gotta watch that. But yeah, okay. So Sebastian's movie About My Father comes out Memorial Day, 2023.
When does Bert Kreischer's?
And then The Machine. Well, you said it was the same day, right? I'm just gonna take your word for it.
That is Sebastian's act in the movie.
The Machine comes out April 8th.
So that's not the same day.
Yeah, unless I unless I fucked up. Hold
Make
on.
us look like some bad Italian stereotype?
That's right. To help me get rid of the evidence.
Why does it seem like you've done this before?
May 26th. Okay. So yeah, not the same weekend. About a week apart.
Oh, okay.
April 8th.
Some guys said they're coming out the same time.
Some
Are
guys
these all the
bullshit.
movies coming out? Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at all the scary shit.
Crazy. Is that Steven Seagal? What is that?
No, that's another Fast and Furious, which I
is
love.
What we need. Yeah.
Which I love.
You love those movies? Man?
Yeah, I do, John.
I haven't watched.
I
any.
do,
I
John.
haven't watched one. Not one Fast.
Well,
I tried to watch the first one.
That's why you're
I
off.
couldn't get over it.
Do we have any? Can we read some?
Well, I got something I want to show you. Okay.
Okay.
So I meant to talk about this last week. I went to Champaign for. I always like Roger Ebert.
Johnny, by the way, there's a girl that's probably dead you could have saved. Go on. Just remember that.
I did save her.
You didn't save her. You gave her a banana, sent her on her way to the angry world.
What do you mean? I thought she was a street person. I didn't know how old she was. She
Well,
looked a
she's
little older.
13.
Yeah, she was 13. Yeah, I know. I think she's fine though. I think she's like a runaway from like a group home that wasn't too far away from there. I think that's what it was.
Some people just born to a world of
I
shit.
know it broke my heart.
World
I
of
spent
shit.
all day thinking, dude, it fucked me up for a whole day thinking about that poor kid on the streets.
And then you went and played video games about Jedi.
I asked her if she was going to be outside, and if she had said she was going to be outside, I would have figured something out. I promise you.
What would you have done, Johnny?
I was going to tell her to follow me back to my apartment and wait outside the gate.
Get creepier.
No, I was going to tell her to wait here so she wouldn't feel weird like coming up to my place. And then I would have like gotten her some clothes and probably called somebody while I was in there.
Who would you call, Johnny?
Probably like the police or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect.
Non-emergency line. Been like, hey, there's a girl who's clearly. She wasn't so clearly though. She was like mature for age.
Yeah, she's on the streets,
Yeah, I know,
Johnny.
that's what I'm saying.
She's got to survive.
Anyway, so I always liked Roger Ebert, the film critic, since I was a kid. And I always read his reviews. Big fan, because you know I love movies. And the year he died, I was going to go to his film festival in Champaign, Illinois. So we went a couple weeks ago to this film festival. And one of the movies there is this movie called In and of Itself. It's really popular with like Hollywood elites. They really love it. And it's produced by Frank Oz, you know, who did like Muppets. He did Yoda, you know, Frank Oz.
Yeah. I know, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, he produced it. Guess who else produced it? Stephen Colbert. He was the money behind it. Bunch of Hollywood, just all kind of weird connections in this movie. And it's a magician. His one-man act. It was like an off-Broadway thing he did. One-man act. And there was a lot of like symbolism and a little confusing.
It was a movie.
Yeah, but Frank Oz filmed a few of his shows, and then it became a movie after the end of his off-Broadway run. But
By the way, this has all the makings of some creepy shit.
It is creepy shit, yeah.
And the fact that this guy was like, oh, he's just a guy off Broadway that all these major players somehow got behind. But go on.
It's peculiar. It's damn peculiar. So at the beginning, he talks about this guy who was his mentor. And he was kind of like talking about doing a deal with the devil and just a lot of references to like Satan and stuff like that. It was not clear though.
Oh, I think you told me about this, right?
But I'm going to show you the video now. And so I'm thinking, all right, I clocked that. I was like, it's a little dark.
You're a clocker.
This is a little weird. It was at the film festival. And the guy, Frank Oz and the guy were at the film festival after.
Did you meet him?
I mean, there was a Q&A. No, I didn't go. I don't give a shit about meeting people. And so I'm watching this. And then near the end, he does this thing, and spoiler alerts for this if you care about it. But
we don't.
Hollywood, they love this movie. Like celebrities talk about this movie all the time. He does this thing where he goes out before the show. You pick a thing off a wall. There's just this wall of white cards, and it'll say like perfectionist or stock car driver or fashionista, and you pick one off the wall that you think describes you, and you take it with you into the show. And then he talks about one that he got kind of described to him a long time ago, and it sets the structure. And then at the end, he goes to every person in the audience and tells them what card they picked, like before the show, which is easily explainable. But you start noticing like a celebrity here or there, and he gets to Marina Abramovich.
Were you in the room with her?
No. This is a film. This is the film. And everybody else, he says out loud, like, hey, you're a mother. And people start crying, and you're a loser. And the guy's like, yeah.
You're a
and he sits
loser?
down. Like things that people pick.
You're a loser.
It's things people pick to describe them, though. Like, you just want to be seen. You're lonely. And people are getting really emotional. And then when he gets to her, whatever it was that she is, he couldn't say out loud. He goes up and he whispers it in her ear, and we don't hear anything to Marina Abramovich. Isn't that creepy? I'm going to show you the video of it.
Yes.
It's very strange.
It's very
There's something
strange.
dark about this. And then there was also like W. Kamau Bell was in the audience, and Bill Gates was in the audience. He called him a leader. I'll just show you this part with Marina Abramovich. It's kind of creeped me out here. There's something strange about this film.
Nobody.
That's nobody right there.
What the fuck?
An intellectual.
He picked it, though. He picked it.
A reader.
Look, there's weird, right?
I don't like him.
A real mensch.
Weird,
A breath of fresh air.
And so
But do we ever find out if he was right?
Oh, he's right about everybody, of course, yeah. I mean, he says to sit down if he's right, and everybody sits down. I mean, he's doing it's a earpiece trick, I'm sure. It's like, it's the way the old preachers used to do.
Well, dude, first of all, I don't trust anybody in a used car salesman suit like that.
Yeah, it's
not. Well, but what do you do? 1970s. What is that, dude? Look at that thing. Look at that suit.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like...
And fighting in a war was surviving one. Because for him, without a war to fight, he felt lost. So the sailor searched for himself at the bottom of a bottle. Only
has
strangers.
all the earmarks of some weird
The strangers would proceed to place bets.
That's what I'm saying. It's a cult.
They would decide the value of the player's life.
He talks about this mentor of his, who is this guy
Like,
called
dude, Russian
the Wolf.
roulette is I mean, like, dude, everything about this is creepy, especially this guy's fucking suit. Okay?
It's really creepy.
Listen, brown suits never, ever need to be worn. Ever.
No, yeah, you're so right.
Ever. There never is a right time to wear a brown suit.
You're so
okay?
right.
Unless you wear... The only time to wear a brown suit is if you work at Payless Shoes, okay? That's it.
Yeah.
There's no other reason.
Here's this guy, the wolf guy, where he talks about...
As someone who could.
And it's meant to be confusing. It's deliberately confusing and weird with a lot of symbolism.
Hey, Wolf. Yeah. Hey, it's Derek. Sam.
Yeah, so is it cool if I record this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last time I saw you, you told me about the first time you saw him.
Yeah.
Can you tell me that story again?
So, that got me into this game. It's a game my older brother used to play in, and I'm sitting in this game next to this guy, and we playing. And at the time, I hadn't been in too many card games. At that time, I was mostly fucking around with dice. But I'm in this game, and I'm next to this guy. And I ain't never met this guy before, but at that time, I ain't never met a lot of people. So I'm sitting there, and he leans in the bed. Now, he confident, but real sloppy. So he leans forward to bed, and I see what he's holding. He's just being lazy. And I think to myself, I got this motherfucker beat. Only problem now was keeping him in the hand. I didn't want to scare him off, know what I'm saying? So I raised, and he raised, and that shit went back and forth. And I'm doing my best not to laugh at him because I know this motherfucker ain't got shit. But I'm playing it cool. And I go all in. He calls. And we roll over our hands. And he had me beat. Now I'm thinking, am I hallucinating? Because I don't know what I saw. But then when it ain't there, I start to think I'm losing my mind. And I look up at this motherfucker, and he's smiling right at me. And he knew, and he's smiling. That's when I knew he was the devil. And I wanted to be just like him.
And I wanted to be just like him. So he taught me. So I learned. I remember.
So that's this guy.
This is so creepy, Johnny.
It's very creepy.
And this is why Hollywood likes it.
Yeah.
Because they're into this dark art shit.
Imagine, so that's the build up and then it ends.
So the
with
guy
Marina?
who did the Muppets put this together?
Yeah, Frank Oz, yeah.
Is this
Well, he
kind of like
produced it.
is this kind of like when
And they couldn't get money for it, and Stephen Colbert came in with his wife.
of course, this scumbag.
Isn't that creepy? It's just, it was
Yeah.
weird. I wish you had been there because the whole time you would have been like,
Yeah, I would have been like, dude, this is dark arts. This is the dark
it is.
arts.
It absolutely is. It's so
That guy
clearly a
sold his
cult
soul
influence, yeah.
there.
That's
Like
it.
this is the dark arts, and this guy comes off as, oh, I'm just a tiny guy. I'm very nondescript.
I
And
will tell you though, dude, some funny shit happened.
dude, that guy does bad things to people.
I feel it.
I'm
yeah.
reading it. He's a bad man, and he's being presented as just a dude
Yeah.
who caught a break.
That's it. Yeah, 100%. That's how they present him. Yeah, you're totally
And,
right.
and when you watch people like this is all manufactured
I will
to
say
present them.
One thing that was hilarious though, the day before this movie was airing, I was in the line at the convenience, like the
What's his name? I want to tweet him right now that I know who he is. I'm being dead serious. What's his name?
Hold on, I'll look it up in a second. This is funny. So I was in line for popcorn the day before. I didn't know anything about this movie, and there was a woman, really annoying woman, that worked at the festival behind me. And she's talking to someone. I don't know who it is. She goes, I can't believe you came to our little old town. I'm so happy you're here. Are you a member of any kind of like magic organizations or anything? And I hear this guy go, not really. No. And she goes, oh, that's too bad. Because you know what? If I could just have my like dream, it would be to take you to the magic shop in town. And this guy is just having like the worst time of his life talking to this woman behind me in the line. I would just love to take you there in my car and take you down there and watch and let you meet the guy who owns that shop because he's a member of the big magic organization. And the guy behind me is just like melting. He's having the worst. You could tell he hated this chick. And then she goes, I would love to see you there. And just for the first time, when you look around, your face, because you never forget your first. And I looked around finally. It was this guy. I didn't know who he was at the time, though. And I looked around, and he was so miserable. So even if you are a member of the occult, you still get the shit.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. I mean, like, dude, look at this dude.
But yeah,
like this guy's being presented.
It's really
as
strange,
an everyday Joe just caught a break.
Yeah,
him saying to me, "Okay, Derek, all that time
and it has the typical.
Oh, this
shit.
movie is out.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Somebody illegally up to YouTube.
Ugh,
but it's on,
gross.
but yeah, it has all the typical lefty bullshit.
Yeah.
It's got his mom was a lesbian who
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
persecuted.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
know, he kind of had to stick up for her. Somebody
Yeah.
threw a brick through their window. It's
Yeah.
just, I mean, it's all the
He's
hallmarks.
a scumbag. If I see him, I'm gonna let him know it.
What's the guy's name?
I'm
Hold
on
on.
to you. I'm on to you, piece of
The
shit.
guy's name is Derek Delgadio. That's his name.
Derek DeGadio.
Delgadio. Derek Delgadio. Oh, David Blaine was in the audience too. That was another guy who was in the movie in the audience.
Oh, look at that.
He's an interdisciplinary artist.
Yeah,
primarily known as
dude,
a writer,
I'm telling you
performer, and
right now.
magician.
I'm on to you, dog.
Yeah, he does performance art. He's right in that whole group of Marina Abramovich, you know.
I just tweeted.
Oh,
him.
look at this right here. Look at this, dude. They check this out. They have also co-authored a book under the A Bandit name, A Secret Has Two Faces, containing interviews and stories from their careers in performance art and magic, as well as contributions
Look where he's
from
born.
Marina Abramovich, Ricky Jay, David Blaine, and John Baldessari. But that's
Yeah,
another-
Frank.
and-
Hey guys, I do fucking Muppets and dark arts shit.
Wait, hold on. And Neil Brennan's one. Oh, he directed Neil Brennan's one-man show. Wow, unacceptable. Isn't that curious?
Yeah.
Huh. Strange, right? Something I want to tell you about that because it had my
Yeah, there's a lot of dark arts out there.
had my ears perked.
Yeah.
I saw this. I was on Uber Eats the other day, and there's this restaurant in town called Uncle Tom's Kickin' Crabs. Isn't that funny? Uncle Tom, you know, like Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, what's next?
Do you know that
Jim Crow's Kitchen, you know?
Well, Cortland had one of the last Sambos.
The final solution. to
There was a
hunger.
restaurant called Sambo's.
Like who? But this was a new place too. Who would call it Uncle Tom?
Yeah.
Clearly nobody who. I think what it is it's one of these ghost kitchens that's run by like Chinese people, like local or
Yeah,
Koreans or something.
yeah.
And they have no concept.
Well, you know
of
the
American
Asians
culture.
have a chicken restaurant named Hitler's Chicken. So
Yeah, they do. Yeah, in China. Yeah. I'll pull that up. It's really funny. It's like his face and everything. Hitler Chicken, I think it's called. KFC threatens legal action against Hitler Chicken.
how can they sue them?
Because well, look at it, dude. It's like a ripoff of Colonel Sanders. It's like
Yeah, but can't they do parody?
yeah. Well, they're making money though. I think parody. You're not allowed to. It's not allowed to be like a profit-making venture purely. This is something that you mentioned earlier, but the once prestigious and I would say
gay
vital news organization Vice is heading for bankruptcy. Apparently, preparing to file for
Yep.
bankruptcy. What a fall from grace for those guys, huh?
Yep. 100%.
We talked about this from the more the business end on Cash Studies today, but just from the spiritual end, I mean, it's just what happens when a business gets too big and loses its soul.
Yep. And it's what happens, dude. It's what happens all the time. The outlaws create the infrastructure, and then the bean counters come in and run the outlaws out and destroy everything.
They're trying to do it with podcasting.
I mean, I was literally just looking at where Tinfoil Hat was on, and like the number one podcast is like Julia Louise Dreyfus. That's the number one
Really?
podcast, followed by Smartless, and those guys are all funny. And
Yeah.
then you got Mormid, and then you got Theo Vaughn's. Theo's, I don't know, man. And then
Wait, what's that? I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Like he won't do my live shows.
Oh,
He
really?
does everybody else's, but he won't do mine. Like, what am I, an asshole? And then you got Two Bears, One Cup. Bad Friends is up there. And then you start seeing like Rosie O'Donnell has a top 20 podcast.
It's funny because Bad Friends is up there, but our episodes are always like right where Broken Sim episodes are always right with theirs in the stand-up rankings. That's so strange that they would be up that high on that.
It's very
total
weird.
podcasting.
It's very weird. But you look at some of the, and look at Joe Rogan's AI podcast is up there.
That fake AI thing.
Yeah, it's
that
up
we
there.
played. That's so.
Is that, can he sue them?
I don't. Yeah. Well, we don't. This is a new area for law, man. This is all going to have to be litigated in the future. It's why it's kind of
so crazy,
confusing
dude.
and exciting.
It's so crazy. It really is nuts, bro.
Yeah, it's exciting, but it's
nuts. It's nuts. The whole thing is nuts. And it's like, how are they gaming that? I'm not saying that they aren't doing well, but it's
well, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus is for sure. Like, that's not real.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think that she has a big...
Who wants to listen to her talk? She's an actor, and I don't want to listen to her talk.
You don't know, man.
Maybe.
I mean, dude, that's a great example of a rich kid playing make-believe. Like, her family is one of the richest families in the world.
Dreyfus, yeah. That's old money.
And that's just like...
That's real shit right there.
Right? That's old money.
That's
You know what else
shit.
is old money? Paretti's. Old Italian money.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Once valued at $5.7 billion.
So let's take a look at everything that's crashed and burned. Vice, BuzzFeed News, MSNBC, CNN. I mean,
which they're not fully like gone, but
I mean, but they're rock bottom, bro.
for sure.
I mean, they're
MSNBC.
rock bottom. The only one who seems to be able to just nothing affects him is Anderson Cooper. And I think it's because he's so bland on purpose.
Yeah.
He's just a bland gay robot.
People like that guy. People do like him. He's kind of.
But you know what's so funny is like he just how he handled that whole thing.
What whole thing?
Just the whole Trump era. It just never seemed like he was ever giving them sound bites.
Yeah,
that they
no,
could
no,
cut.
that's his thing. He plays it up the middle as much as he can. I
They
think.
never fed him to say anything either, right?
I think they had to have somebody like that just so they don't tank in the ratings. I think because nobody wants to go. in there and get
Everybody
yelled
else, Brian, whatever his name was,
Schmetzer or Schmegel,
Don Lemon, they were all just talking mad shit, and they're gone.
Well, I think there's part of Anderson Cooper is that old money too. And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just it's a little gauche, a little like out of kind of talking out of school to be kind of nasty about politics,
Yeah,
I think
he
comes
is
from
old, all that weird occult
that.
shit.
He comes from that, so I think part of that is why he doesn't do that. Yeah, fascinating.
Yeah,
but yeah, Vice. I mean, those guide to travels were so funny, man. It's just, I mean, I watched that shit for hours. Now, I mean, I watched. Oh shit, what was the guy's name? Thomas Morton, I think was his name on Vice. He had this show called. Thomas Morton had this show on Vice that was fantastic. I can't remember the damn name of it now. And they just kind of swept all those guys to the side in favor of doing purely political content, and it just being all about the message rather than about having fun and being funny. And,
I mean, like, dude, I mean, all this woke, it seems to be well, let me just put this correctly. The actual business isn't doing well, but the stocks and all that seem to be fine, right?
It's fake. Stocks are just fake.
Dude, I mean, doesn't it get you that it's just a giant Ponzi scheme?
Oh, it absolutely. It's gambling. Yeah, it's legal. It's a
But
high level
but
gambling.
the gamblers can affect the gamble.
Yeah.
Right?
If you have enough money.
So like they can go in and just buy and keep buying Anheuser-Busch stock, right?
Totally, and pump it. Yeah.
If you own enough of it, right, and you don't sell it, it doesn't go down.
That's right. Yeah. That's why these huge companies just hold shit.
Yeah.
They own everything and hold it.
And then if they want to detonate it, they pull their money out, let it rock bottom out, and then come in and buy it up
again. Totally.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the fact that Vice is bankrupt is such a tragedy. It's like things don't have to die.
It was over when they went to HBO, though. That was it for them.
Well,
They
yeah.
made that HBO
Yeah.
deal.
I mean, same thing with like Bill Simmons, right? I mean, once he went there.
I mean, The Ringer's huge. I won't say that, but it did that show was terrible. The HBO just doesn't know how to do that kind of thing.
Well, no, the problem is he wouldn't play ball with them. They would send him notes and he'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. And then they're like, dude, we don't need you. And they got rid of him.
Format, though, he wasn't good in that format either, though. That's not his. You know,
his podcast is super
That's
interesting,
right, yeah,
though.
but that show just wasn't. I don't know.
It's super interesting.
I dig his podcast, though, for sure.
I love his basketball podcast, but yeah, man. I mean, we'll see, dude.
I'd love to see Shane Smith buy it back. Like let it just get chopped up, or But I don't know. Maybe, it did seem to be kind of a young man's game, that kind of fighting and punching for.
Yeah, 100. It's like everyone keeps telling me to start my own like comedy scene and stuff like
I'm
that.
one of those people, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm 50, bro. I just want to sleep.
Hey,
I don't want to chase anything anymore.
50's the new 23.
Okay, respect.
All right, so rest in peace, Vice. Not quite yet, but it's coming. It's coming. See you later. Au revoir.
It's just like, it's really crazy because old Vice would be crushing it right now. Old Vice would be fire.
Look at this now. This is a map of searches for VPN, virtual private network. Which state do you see highlighted there?
Yeah, because
that's Utah.
Yeah, Utah, because of this new law, which states you have to put your driver's license in because they want to make sure that you are of age. And this is where we start getting into social cred score.
Pornhub blocked access in Utah is what happened. And so now people are...
So Pornhub is a CIA thing. It's 100%
I've
CIA.
heard you say that, yeah.
All the time, 100%.
Yeah.
Anything that moves that quickly, the 50 million subscribers, is crazy. Now, I have not watched porn in a week, but I still get emails from all the porn companies because I'm a degenerate that put his emails in.
That's insane.
Yeah, because I wanted to do the saved videos.
And you didn't uncheck, like, you are so into pornography that when that box comes up, would you like to receive emails and like content suggestions? You were like, yeah, sure, I'll do
Well,
it.
you know, Johnny, what's so funny is that I used to pay for porn way after everybody else stopped.
Why? Was there something you really liked? Like
I
a
just
website?
wanted to help the artist.
That's bullshit. Really?
No, that's the truth. I wanted the artist to make money for their art. Now I realize that it's and listen, again, I am a little older, so it's not the same power that it had over me. So it's easy for me to be like, yeah, I'm taking a break, but it's just low frequency shit. Anyways, so here we start getting the social credit score, right? I mean, if you want to go watch porn in Utah, you got to put in your driver's license.
So now we know everything you're looking
So
at.
now they know what you're looking at.
And we can prove it.
And that's where we start getting into, you and I have talked about it. A bunch of shit would get cleaned up on the internet if people put their driver's license in. But it's like Dave Smith and a lot of people in the fucking truth community talk about, now you got social credit score.
It's a bad idea, right there.
What?
Do you think, having thought about it now, it's probably a bad idea to make people have their IDs like confirmed on the internet. Right?
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, I think it's a bad idea. Even though my life would be way easier.
Yeah. Sometimes
because people wouldn't talk shit.
So yeah, what happened is after that law got introduced, Pornhub just blocked access in Utah. So VPN purchases in Utah have just gone straight through the roof. People in Utah are just scrambling to get on VPNs.
Yeah, and they're all kids, and it's all crazy, and it's just nuts. So it's just like, and people are right, man. People are right. It's like, everyone's talking about how the left, AOC and her fat Latina tits want to get rid of certain media things. Hey, man, the right was doing censorship before the left was.
Oh, yeah, they were the original. I mean, remember all that shit?
And that's why I always tell the left it's going to come back around for you.
Jerry Falwell, I mean, those used to be the guys that, Hicks, that's all he joked about was
100%.
how they were coming for.
And that's why I would love to know how Hicks would be playing it today. Because a lot of people of his generation can't come to grips with that the Democrats and the left are now as bad as the right.
Which he hated Clinton, too, though. I mean, it's a direct quote. Clinton.
There's no fucking hope in that guy.
Would have probably been along the line of George Carlin.
Yeah, he hated Clinton.
Where and I'm with you. Again, I get called conservative. I am not conservative. I know you want to believe that. I'm super I'm old school liberal.
So yeah, Pornhub blocked in Utah. Here's something that's just kind of funny. The FDA has cleared the way for a smart toilet seat for home heart monitoring from a company called Kasana.
So it can tell what your blood pressure is based on
your heart rate.
That's, Johnny, it's so funny because I was just thinking about how people come up with certain technology. And the one is, Who invented shoving a thermometer up your butt?
Yeah, I think it's meant to be
For kids, obviously,
more
when
accurate
babies.
or something maybe in
When
your
babies, because you can't put it in their mouth.
Yeah, that's
so you
right.
put it in their butt.
But also, I think it's accurate too. It's like more accurate.
But the first person who did it was like, so, oh yeah, Johnny. So can you look up this? I think I sent to you. I'm this days old Twitter. I'm this days old.
The Reddit or
No, the Twitter account.
rectal temperature is generally thought to be more accurate. Yeah.
I'm this days old.
This day's old Twitter.
And it's like mind-blowing cheats in life. That just like I'm
Oh, you
this.
mean when people say,
today's
like,
years? Oh yeah, just the things you
today
learn.
years old, yeah.
You're like, holy shit! Like, go down a little bit. There's some crazy stuff. Like, did you know, Johnny, that the box that you get your Chinese food in is meant to be opened up as a plate?
Is that real?
Yeah, there's one of them. They'll show you it.
Let me see.
Or how about this one, Johnny?
Chinese food box turns into plate. Let's see this. Some of these are like bullshit. Some people make fun of these, and it's hilarious. But they make up fake ones. Completely unnecessary.
Look at that.
That's not a plate. That's just a box that got opened up.
Johnny, please stop.
What do you mean? That's not. I think
that's
that's just a coincidence.
No, that's something when you do family style.
It's kind of a hack, maybe. It might be a hack.
Yeah,
but
I
don't
mean,
know.
what a
Do you think-
cheat, a hack.
What I'm saying is, do you think it's designed to be that way?
Yes, 100%. 100%. So the one that I saw that was crazy was like, you know how people use a hammer and they're always like using the forked end to pull out nails?
Yeah.
According to this video, that's also there to put the nail in.
I'm confused. Okay.
Go
So
to
the claw.
This may, yeah.
Claw hammer for
To nail. Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, you can do that.
How
but
crazy is that?
It's a good way to start the nail. A lot of hammers now have that, like something like that built in, like a little groove.
Yeah, that's it. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm this days old.
You can only do that with a long.
I'm today's days old.
With a certain, like a nail of a long nail though. You can only do
Okay,
that with
go
a long
on.
nail.
All right, I'm just trying to help.
What else? What else is in this thing?
Speaking of dinosaur, I was today years old when I realized that little fella actually was the start of a game. My students taught me this because I said, why do you think they have the dinosaur here with the no internet? And they said, well, because of the game. And then they said, press the space bar. And then, sure as shit, I
didn't know about
am
that.
officially old.
So that's in Firefox, right? That's
And-
Firefox dinosaur game. I didn't know about that.
I'm officially. I never even knew there was a dinosaur game.
This is wild. So tell me if you believe this. I'm really curious if you believe this. This is from the Kiev Post. The Kiev Post. The Kiev Post. I hear people say it 3 different ways. Crows, the birds, crows, Sam, not the black crows, not the band. Crows carrying mines are becoming a major problem in the Kharkiv region. Do you believe this? Do you believe that there are crows flying around in Ukraine with landmines attached to them?
I do not.
Okay. The birds could be responsible for carrying anti-personnel mines into cleared areas, the local zoo has said, resulting in several serious injuries.
Propaganda, please don't go. Propaganda.
Propaganda, let me go.
Please don't go. Go. Propaganda.
As if Ukrainians don't have enough things to worry about, a new and potentially fatal phenomenon has emerged in the Kharkiv region. Crows carrying landmines. A number of recent incidents have seen people injured by the explosive devices in populated places not known to have been mined during the conflict and areas previously cleared by ordnance disposal workers. What do you think about that?
I think it's bullshit.
Doesn't sound real, right?
Does not.
How can a crow be strong enough to fly around with a mine on it? That doesn't seem right to me. I don't know. All right. So this story is hilarious. LA Times here for you, Sam. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm listening.
Molly Grant was enjoying the LA Philharmonic's performance of Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony on Friday at the Walt Disney Concert Hall when she heard what she described as a scream/moan erupt from the balcony. Everyone kind of turned around to see what happened, Grant said, who was seated near the person who allegedly made the noise. I saw the girl after it happened, and I assumed that she had an orgasm because she was heavily breathing and her partner was smiling and looking at her like in an effort not to shame her, said Grant, who works for a jewelry company and lives in Los Feliz. It was quite beautiful. Multiple people who attended the LA Phil concert on Friday, this sounds like hype for the LA Philharmonic, by the way, reported hearing a woman making a moaning noise during the symphony's second movement. One attendee, composer and music producer Magnus Fines, described the sound on Twitter as that of a person having loud and full-body orgasm. An alleged audio recording of the moment where someone can be heard crying out during a quiet beat in the music was making the rounds on social media, which we're about to hear right now. What do you think about that? That's kind of.
I need to hear it.
Yeah, I think
I need to hear it.
We need to hear it.
My
right
expert,
now. Hold on.
my expert ears will tell you what happened.
Okay. You know all about.
I have 8 minutes, Johnny.
Okay, LA Phil orgasm. Here we go. You got me. You got me. You fuck. You got me. Hold on. Where's the real one? That guy did a good job. He got me.
He did a great job.
That was good.
You fell for that. I didn't want to say anything.
No, hold on. I gotta find the real recording. What do you think of the Met Gala, by the way?
I hate all of it.
It's so
Can we
weird.
look some of the fashion? I love this. Let's do some fashion real quick.
This is another place of the occult. You know, we talked about that movie.
Yeah.
Another place to find occult nonsense.
Yeah, for sure.
So there is that Rihanna just.
Yeah, Rihanna looking like Christmas cake. I mean, birthday cake. Look at that wedding cake.
Wedding cake. Try
What kind
again,
of that? What is that? She looks like Juggernaut. If it had to work at a wedding. Cardi B.
Yeah, she's got black flowers on hers.
Yeah, I mean, just such a weird career, right? Like,
she's a freak.
Like, yeah, she just. What does that say? Are we rating them? Cardi B and no, put no,
Wait,
put no.
I don't know what the theme was.
I don't know. Just say no. So
That's the chick
Josh
from,
Denny put, if you're into this girl, you're a pedo. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not into her, but is she an adult? If
She is an adult. I think she's 20. Now, who
You're
we're
not a
looking at
pedo.
is the girl who played Wednesday, which I thought was really overhyped, by the way. Started out strong, which these woke shows do,
I didn't.
and then at the end, it's just full woke stupid.
My girlfriend watched it, and I couldn't. I thought it was ridiculous.
Go down. Okay.
Is that Pedro Pascal with
Yeah.
shorts on?
Yeah, coming in short.
What is he? And he's got the patent leather shoes on. What is that guy
Yeah,
wearing?
it's just like, did you go when they said, we're going to have you wear this?
Wait, you know who he looks like? He looks like the guy from that Hitler rally. Did you see?
Oh yeah, the Nazis
with the red.
Will you look
sports-
that
with the
up
red
real quick?
blazer on?
That was the fun. Listen, any production that these guys are in is nothing close than the fake Nazi rallies that they want us to believe people are showing up with.
I might have. Was it the one where they were going to that like Satanist event?
No, they were going to the drag show.
Oh, it's a drag show. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. I had another neo-Nazi, fake neo-Nazi story. Drag show Nazi. Oh, here they are, right here. Yeah, dude, look at that.
It's so obviously
Look, they're
feds.
both tailored by Valentino. Look at this. The guy's got the red jacket on, just like. Look at that brand new tattoo on the side of his face.
I mean, like, dude, could you be any faker?
Here they are. I'm surprised he didn't have CIA tattooed on his face.
Because all
Is there something you can make on the back road, like to Stockton? Thank you. So,
what they should be doing is
just do it for me right now. Anyway, I'm not.
This is such a bad production.
Do me a favor.
I'm just waiting for them to jump into when you're a jet all the way. Stop. So this guy's tattoo, you're supposed to believe that's a real tattoo?
Yeah, it doesn't look real, does it?
It doesn't look real at all. There's nothing about it. These guys all look stupid. You see nobody's faces.
Except his, the one guy who's just
with the
way
weird,
over the top.
like I don't even know what that is on the side of his
Pedro
face.
Pascal
Yeah,
jacket on.
I mean red and black, which is some weird shit. Yeah, not good. Who's this?
No idea.
That looks like
Gigi Hadid.
Yeah, I don't even know. Now we're getting to the point where I don't even care who these people are.
There's one of the Kardashians.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a lot of tread, huh? Like, what is your world like?
Yeah. You just gotta ice that thing, you know?
It's like you're 40-something.
There's
Go
Kim.
home.
There's Kim. She actually looks kind of tame compared to everybody else.
Well, yeah, because she's 40-something. You can't dress like a 20-year-old. You look retarded.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's that bitch.
Yeah, I remember when she was with that guy that smuggled all that money.
Wasn't she at the store one time too? She was dating somebody. I saw her when I first moved out here. She was at the store with somebody who was there. That's hideous. Look at this is the one I wanted to show you. Did you see this one? This woman that is dressed. It's like
what's her
Doja Cat?
She's just garbage.
She's dressed
dude.
like a cat. Like her face has cat makeup
I mean,
on
dude, that's how you know I have too much plastic surgery. Now I don't think she did that the whole way. She's a bitch.
Salma Hayek is a bitch.
Is a bitch.
Really? How do we know this?
I used to work at Crunch. She'd come in. I'd make her pronounce her name to me because I would act like I didn't know how to. How do you say your name? Hayek.
Well, what is this?
This guy's trying too hard.
I think he's just got a skin condition.
Who's that?
Who knows? Oh, that's Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is.
Of course it is.
Trying too hard.
Attention whore. Oh, she's lovely. Who's that? Kylie Jenner? Really? Good
Yeah,
for her.
I mean, you didn't know that?
No, I don't know what the.
What about her? There's a million chicks that hot in LA.
No, but compared to everybody else that's been in this list, she's fairly attractive.
I don't even know what the point of this whole thing
Aubrey
is.
Plaza just looking classy. Good for her.
Gross.
She's
They're all
fine, though.
gross.
She doesn't look
She
gross.
is hot, but she's annoying too.
What is he doing?
Who's he?
Bad Bunny. It's Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad Bunny's the most annoying. That guy's into dark art shit.
He's the one that's like losing. He's gonna lose like $100 million to his girl for using her voicemail in his music video.
Good.
Oh, that's
You love her.
No, I do not actually.
You love
Billie
her.
Eilish. I thought you were the one saying you kind of found her attractive.
Dude, how is she hiding those fat cans? Like she has the biggest cans. She has
not
Viking tits.
I would much prefer this woman, whoever this is.
Keep going. I mean,
Oh,
what
that's
do you do?
Olivia
What's
Rodrigo.
that called? Paper shredder?
She's actually she's too young. I'm sorry. I take.
What's that called? Paper shredder?
I have no idea. Is that Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, you remember when the guy came on and said Bradley Cooper killed
killed
Brody Stevens?
Yeah. All right.
She's still hot. Like
she's got it. Giselle, yeah.
Giselle's been hot for what, 3 decades
Look
now?
at this dipshit. Pete Davidson with a bucket hat.
I don't know. Like, I don't hate him. I just don't hate him.
He's funny. No, he's funny.
I know. I don't know if he's funny. I
No,
just
he's
don't
funny.
hate him.
He's funny.
There's nothing about, like, I can't hate him because he's banging out of his league.
He was good in that
I
movie
just
with
can't
Barber.
hate him. He does, like, stupid woke stuff, and it's annoying, but I can't hate him.
That's my beef with him, the woke shit and that. But, I mean, we know why he got there. We're almost done.
Okay, Johnny, I gotta
almost
go.
Done
Gotta
here,
go.
buddy. We're almost done here.
I gotta go.
We're almost done. You took me on that.
I didn't take you on
that
anything.
detour.
I told you I had to midnight. I'm
You
leaving.
took me on that detour with the fashion. All right, this is crazy. Fox 9. A 70-year-old man used a rock to fend off a mountain lion that had attacked him while hiking in a Utah park,
Nice.
authorities said. The Utah Division of Wildlife Resources said it was contacted by the Utah County Sheriff's Office Thursday night about an elderly man from Spanish Fork being injured by a cougar in Diamond Fork Canyon. The unidentified man told authorities that he was hiking through some trees.
Hey guys, I'm hiking through some trees
when a cougar jumped out and knocked him to the ground. The man then grabbed a rock and threw it at the lion before the animal left the area. So good for the elderly fellow for fending off the cougar. Are we sure this was a mountain lion and not like a 45-year-old horny bitch from the forest just out there waiting for a 7-year-old man with
Johnny,
a hard
I've
dick?
checked out.
All right.
I have to be honest with you. I checked out.
You checked out like 40 minutes ago.
No, I
Let's be
checked
real.
out right now. I just can't do this anymore.
You've been over there, publishing podcasts or something for the past 30 minutes.
I've checked out. I love you. I got to go.
Well, okay, we got to do our final thing then. Our final goodbye to everybody, which is this. UPI, dog missing for 26 days, walked 40 miles to his former home. You listening to this?
Yes, I'm
'Cause
listening.
you seem to be reading on your computer over there. I'll put it up for the people to see.
Go on.
You're clearly not engaged. In
I
what's
am.
happening on the
I am
podcast.
so engaged.
A lost dog in Northern Ireland was found 26 days later after walking more than 40 miles to the home of his former owners. Lost Paws, Northern Ireland, a charity founded and dedicated to lost dogs and cats, said a golden retriever named Cooper was surrendered by his previous owners, so they gave him up. His previous owners gave him up and was later adopted by a new family. This makes me want to fucking cry. Cooper fled from the car the moment he and his new owner arrived at their house and then went 40 miles to the house that gave him up.
Did they take him back?
Cooper was reunited with his new owner, they said, but he had lost some weight. So this dog went 40 miles.
Cooper's being kidnapped. Cooper wants to be back home. And you know what? To the
Dude, that
family
makes
that
me a
gave him
little
up,
emotional.
you're scumbags.
That makes me want to, honestly, that makes me a little
I want to
misty-eyed.
find out who gave him up and tell them what I think, which is you're scumbags.
People kept spotting him around town. People would like see him, and put in reports. So he was on his, homeward bound.
You're all scumbags.
Incredible journey.
You're all scumbags.
Wow.
You're all scumbags. All right, guys.
That's it.
Listen.
We're at 2:13. That's all Sam can handle these days.
I can't, dude. I gotta get up early in the morning.
That's all Sam can handle.
All right, guys. I will see you soon. Take care. You big baboons.
You got a word for us today?
Shabba boom ba bing
That's
bing
too
bong.
close to last week.
Clink clank.
Wait, what?
Clink clank.
Clink clank.
Clink clank.
Clink clank.
Yes.
Spell it.
Clink.
That's not spelling. That's saying
Clink.
it again.
You spell how you think you spell it. Clink clank.
Okay.
Clink clank.
What are you doing in the morning?
Guys, go to samtripoli.com. Grab your tickets to Reno. I'm there tonight and tomorrow night. Grab your tickets.
What are you doing in the morning?
Kids. Hanging out. I got to
Hang
get
out
my
here.
kids early at 9 in the morning.
We finally sold some t-shirts, by the way. bsmerch.com. We sold like 3 t-shirts.
They better be the hot black women.
I hope so.
Bye.
Pick up your guitar, sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city